Dan Life Electrician, join me on a trip to Germany. Another holiday? Nah, this one's for work, mate. We're getting flown out to Germany for big Bosch event. Crazy, but I'll take an all-expenses paid trip any day of the week. So we got dressed and ready into the airport outfit, and can't forget the camera because we're going to be vlogging the whole trip. Pack the suitcase up, and of course you can't be forgetting the sparky tape. And then we arrived at the train station because we're meant to be getting the train to Heathrow, but something bad happened. It would only be my luck that the trains got cancelled because damaged overhead lines. If only they had an electrician. Anyway, we hopped into the Uber and got a lift to the Heathrow airport. Nightmare, this is my first time solo travelling as well. Usually I just leave it all up to the missus to organise and I'll just tag along. But this time, we've actually got to check ourselves in. We made it to the airport. Step 1 ticked off the list. Step 2, check in. We got our boarding pass, went through security. That was an absolute breeze. And then it was time to chill out. I was thinking of going to the Louis Vuitton bar, but I thought, better stick to my roots. Can't go to the airport without having a cheeky pint before the flight. But for £8.20, you best believe it went down an absolute treat. Do you know what also went down a treat? This burger. I was absolutely Hank Marvin. Haven't eaten all day, so that definitely went down a treat. Made it onto the plane. We had a 2-hour flight and I just spent the whole flight sleeping. I think I'm still catching up from Liverpool. Before you know it, we touched down in Germany and then it was time to get through passport control. Absolute nightmare. Took longer than the bloody flight. Made it to the hotel, greeted with this Bosch bag. Quick room tour, pretty decent to be fair, but we had 15 minutes to get showered, dressed and ready for the evening meal. Threw on a bit of clobber, bit of aftershave, and then it was time to head down to the lobby and head to the steak restaurant. The restaurant's got a cow at the front, it must be good. We started off the meal with a cheeky glass of rosé. Well, I say a glass, I mean a bottle. Not really used to all these fancy corporate dinners. I'm used to having a cold lunch in the van. Starters was this raw beef. Weren't too sure how I felt about this, but we scranned it anyway. There were so many of us, we had a set menu, so we've polished off the starters onto the main course, steak and jacket potato with cheese on top, a little bit different. Finishing off the day with some ice cream, sensational. Stay grafted, lads.